CLEP English Literature Tone and Mood. Question 1. Comparing a CLEP style clue, spotting that an image or idea keeps recurring and builds meaning across a work should lead to which term? Option A, theme. Option B, diction. Option C, meter. Option D, motif. The correct answer is option D, motif. Motif fits because motif is a recurring element that supports themes and patterns in a text. Theme is wrong because theme is the broader insight or central idea. Meter and diction describe different features, so they do not fit this clue. Question 2. Tracing a CLEP-style clue, which work is tied to Joseph Conrad? Option A, Mrs. Dalloway. Option B, Heart of Darkness. Option C, Othello. Option D, Ulysses. The correct answer is option B, Heart of Darkness. Heart of Darkness fits because it is Joseph Conrad's work, a modern novella exploring imperialism, moral darkness, narration, and ambiguity. Ulysses is associated with James Joyce, Othello is associated with William Shakespeare. Mrs. Dalloway belongs with Virginia Woolf, not this author clue. Question 3. Can you name the literary term for drama focused on serious conflict, suffering, and often a fall or death? Option A, tragedy. Option B, synecdoche. Option C, rhyme scheme. Option D, conceit. The correct answer is option A, tragedy. Tragedy fits because it means drama focused on serious conflict, suffering, and often a fall or death. Rhyme scheme and conceit refer to different literary concepts, not this exact clue. Synecdoche is also different. Comedy usually moves towards social restoration, farce depends on broad absurdity, pastoral idealizes rural life. Question 4. Preparing a CLEP-style clue on a CLEP study card, which writer belongs with Tom Jones? Option A, Edmund Spenser. Option B, Matthew Arnold. Option C, Chinua Achebe. Option D, Henry Fielding. The correct answer is option D, Henry Fielding. Henry Fielding fits because Tom Jones is a comic realist novel known for an intrusive narrator and carefully plotted action. Matthew Arnold is linked to Dover Beach, Chinua Achebe is linked to Things Fall Apart. Edmund Spenser points instead to the Fairy Queen, so it does not match this clue. Question 5. Studying a CLEP-style clue, choose the work most closely linked with Edmund Spenser. Option A, Sonnets from the Portuguese. Option B, Ulysses. Option C, The Golden Notebook. Option D, The Fairy Queen. The correct answer is option D, The Fairy Queen. The Fairy Queen fits because it is Edmund Spenser's work, an allegorical Renaissance epic romance written in the Spenserian stanza. Sonnets from the Portuguese is associated with Elizabeth Barrett Browning, The Golden Notebook is associated with Doris Lessing. Ulysses belongs with James Joyce, not this author clue. Question 6. Recognizing a CLEP-style clue, when a passage shows 5 iambic feet, usually 10 syllables with an unstressed stressed pattern, which term fits? Option A, couplet. Option B, caesura. Option C, iambic pentameter. Option D, frame narrative. The correct answer is option C, iambic pentameter. Iambic pentameter fits because it means 5 iambic feet, usually 10 syllables with an unstressed stressed pattern. Couplet and caesura refer to different literary concepts, not this exact clue. Frame narrative is also different. Trochaic meter begins stressed unstressed, free verse lacks regular meter, anapest has 2 unstressed syllables before a stressed one. Question 7. Examining a CLEP-style clue, during work matching, which title belongs to T.S. Eliot? Option A, The Wasteland. Option B, Troilus and Cresside. Option C, Ode to the West Wind. Option D, The Love Song of J. Alfred Prufrock. The correct answer is option A, The Wasteland. The Wasteland fits because it is T.S. Eliot's work, a modernist poem marked by fragmentation, illusion, spiritual dryness, and cultural crisis. Ode to the West Wind is associated with Percy Bysshe Shelley, Troilus and Cresside is associated with Geoffrey Chaucer. The Love Song of J. Alfred Prufrock belongs with T.S. Eliot, not this author clue. Question 8. If an object in a story carries meaning beyond its literal role, which concept is being tested? Option A, realism. Option B, caesura. Option C, symbolism. Option D, illusion. The correct answer is option C, symbolism. Symbolism fits because symbolism lets concrete objects, actions, or images suggest larger abstract meanings. Realism is wrong because realism emphasizes credible ordinary experience. Caesura and illusion describe different features, so they do not fit this clue. Question 9. Reviewing a CLEP-style clue, spotting that a comparison explicitly uses like or as should lead to which term? Option A, metaphor. Option B, paradox. Option C, synecdoche. Option D, simile. The correct answer is option D, simile. Simile fits because simile is the figure of comparison signaled by words such as like or as. Metaphor is wrong because metaphor implies comparison without those words. Synecdoche and paradox describe different features, so they do not fit this clue. Question 10. Testing a CLEP style clue. How should a CLEP author clue for the importance of being earnest be answered? Option A, Daniel Defoe. Option B, John Bunyan. Option C, Matthew Arnold. Option D, Oscar Wilde. The correct answer is option D, Oscar Wilde. Oscar Wilde fits because the importance of being earnest is a late Victorian comedy of manners built on wit, double identities, and social satire. John Bunyan is linked to the Pilgrim's Progress, Matthew Arnold is linked to Dover Beach. Daniel Defoe points instead to Robinson Crusoe, so it does not match this clue. Question 11. Comparing a CLEP-style clue during passage analysis, which term matches the clue that a poem treats a small social event with the grand language of epic? Option A, tragedy. Option B, elegy. Option C, pastoral. Option D, mock epic. The correct answer is option D, mock epic. Mock epic fits because mock epic creates comic contrast by applying epic conventions to an intentionally trivial subject. Tragedy is wrong because tragedy treats serious suffering and downfall. Elegy and pastoral describe different features, so they do not fit this clue. Question 12. Tracing a CLEP-style clue on a CLEP study card, which writer belongs with Paradise Lost? Option A, John Milton. Option B, W.B. Yeats. Option C, Lord Byron. Option D, Salman Rushdie. The correct answer is option A, John Milton. John Milton fits because Paradise Lost is a blank verse epic on the fall, Satan, obedience, free will, and divine justice. Salman Rushdie is linked to Midnight's Children, Lord Byron is linked to Don Juan. W.B. Yeats points instead to the Second Coming, so it does not match this clue. Question 13. Interpreting a CLEP-style clue, can Winston Smith help identify which work? Option A, 1984. Option B, Volpone. Option C, Hamlet. Option D, Lyrical Ballads. The correct answer is option A, 1984. Winston Smith is Orwell's protagonist under totalitarian surveillance and language control. Pip belongs to Dickens, Faustus belongs to Marlowe, Okonkwo belongs to Achebe. Question 14. Preparing a CLEP-style clue among these works, which one is by Matthew Arnold? Option A, Don Juan. Option B, Dover Beach. Option C, The Fairy Queen. Option D, Mrs. Dalloway. The correct answer is option B, Dover Beach. Dover Beach fits because it is Matthew Arnold's work, a Victorian lyric often linked with religious doubt, melancholy, and cultural uncertainty. Don Juan is associated with Lord Byron. The Fairy Queen is associated with Edmund Spenser. Mrs. Dalloway belongs with Virginia Woolf, not this author clue. Question 15. Studying a CLEP-style clue, how should a clue about order, reason, decorum, satire, heroic couplets, and classical imitation be classified? Option A, romantic. Option B, modernism. Option C, Renaissance. Option D, neoclassical/18th century. The correct answer is option D, neoclassical/18th century. Neoclassical/18th century fits because it is commonly linked with order, reason, decorum, satire, heroic couplets, and classical imitation. Renaissance is different because Renaissance writing highlights humanism, drama, and exploration of individual ambition. Romantic and modernism point to other historical patterns, so they do not match this clue. Question 16. Recognizing a CLEP-style clue, when a passage shows the repetition of vowel sounds without repeating the same consonants, which term fits? Option A, assonance. Option B, allegory. Option C, Spenserian stanza. Option D, ode. The correct answer is option A, assonance. Assonance fits because it means the repetition of vowel sounds without repeating the same consonants. Spenserian stanza and ode refer to different literary concepts, not this exact clue. Allegory is also different, alliteration repeats initial consonants, consonance repeats consonant sounds, irony depends on contrast. Question 17. During work matching, which title belongs to George Orwell? Option A, 1984. Option B, The Love Song of J. Alfred Prufrock. Option C, The Rime of the Ancient Mariner. Option D, The Golden Notebook. The correct answer is option A, 1984. 1984 fits because it is George Orwell's work, a dystopian political novel about surveillance, language control, and totalitarian power. The Rime of the Ancient Mariner is associated with Samuel Taylor Coleridge. The Golden Notebook is associated with Doris Lessing. The Love Song of J. Alfred Prufrock belongs with T.S. Eliot, not this author clue. Question 18. Considering a CLEP style clue, how should a character clue about Heathcliff and Catherine be answered? Option A. Tristram Shandy. Option B. Dr. Faustus. Option C. Wuthering Heights. Option D. To his coy mistress. The correct answer is option C. Wuthering Heights. Heathcliff and Catherine are at the emotional center of Emily Bronte's Gothic novel. Pip belongs to Great Expectations, Dorothea belongs to Middlemarch, Belinda belongs to The Rape of the Lock. Question 19. Reviewing a CLEP-style clue during author review, which writer belongs with Macbeth? Option A. Geoffrey Chaucer. Option B. Percy Bysshe Shelley. Option C. William Shakespeare. Option D. Daniel Defoe. The correct answer is option C. William Shakespeare. William Shakespeare fits because Macbeth is a tragedy of ambition, prophecy, regicide, guilt, and disorder. Geoffrey Chaucer is linked to the Canterbury Tales, Daniel Defoe is linked to Robinson Crusoe. Percy Bysshe Shelley points instead to Ode to the West Wind, so it does not match this clue. Question 20. Testing a CLEP-style clue, study cards should connect Charles Dickens with which work? Option A. Wuthering Heights. Option B. Frankenstein. Option C. Gulliver's Travels. Option D. Great Expectations. The correct answer is option D. Great Expectations. Great Expectations fits because it is Charles Dickens's work, a Victorian Bildungsroman about Pip, class aspiration, guilt, and moral growth. Gulliver's Travels is associated with Jonathan Swift, Frankenstein is associated with Mary Shelley. Wuthering Heights belongs with Emily Bronte, not this author clue. Question 21. Comparing a CLEP-style clue, recall which author is known for 1984. Option A. Sir Thomas Malory. Option B. Andrew Marvell. Option C. Anonymous Old English poet. Option D. George Orwell. The correct answer is option D. George Orwell. George Orwell fits because 1984 is a dystopian political novel about surveillance, language control and totalitarian power. Sir Thomas Malory is linked to L.E. Mort d'Arthur, Andrew Marvell is linked to his coy mistress. Anonymous Old English poet points instead to Beowulf, so it does not match this clue. Question 22. Tracing a CLEP-style clue during passage analysis, which term matches the clue that the audience understands danger or truth that a character does not yet see? Option A. Verbal irony. Option B. Situational irony. Option C. Foreshadowing. Option D. Dramatic irony. The correct answer is option D. Dramatic irony. Dramatic irony fits because dramatic irony depends on a gap between audience knowledge and character knowledge. Verbal irony is wrong because verbal irony says one thing while meaning another. Situational irony and foreshadowing describe different features, so they do not fit this clue. Question 23. Interpreting a CLEP-style clue, which term fits a passage where a question asks for the speaker's attitude toward a subject? Option A. Setting. Option B. Tone. Option C. Plot. Option D. Mood. The correct answer is option B. Tone. Tone fits because tone names the speaker's or author's attitude, such as ironic, reverent, skeptical, or mournful. Mood is wrong because mood is the feeling created in the reader. Plot and setting describe different features, so they do not fit this clue. Question 24. Preparing a CLEP-style clue, can you identify the technique when one thing is described as another without using like or as? Option A. Metonymy. Option B. Metaphor. Option C. Hyperbole. Option D. Simile. The correct answer is option B. Metaphor. Metaphor fits because metaphor makes an implied comparison between unlike things. Simile is wrong because simile compares using like or as. Metonymy and hyperbole describe different features, so they do not fit this clue. Question 25. When a passage shows a larger story that contains one or more smaller stories, which term fits? Option A. Personification. Option B. Frame narrative. Option C. Comedy of manners. Option D. Symbolism. The correct answer is option B. Frame narrative. Frame narrative fits because it means a larger story that contains one or more smaller stories. Personification and symbolism refer to different literary concepts, not this exact clue. Comedy of manners is also different. Bildungsroman follows growth to maturity, allegory uses sustained symbols, pastoral idealizes rural settings. Question 26. Recognizing a CLEP-style clue during terminology review, which term matches a poem of mourning, often reflecting on death and loss? Option A. Iambic pentameter. Option B, metonymy. Option C, elegy. Option D, allusion. The correct answer is option C, elegy. Elegy fits because it means a poem of mourning, often reflecting on death and loss. Iambic pentameter and allusion refer to different literary concepts, not this exact clue. Metonymy is also different: ode praises or meditates formally, satire mocks folly, ballad tells a song-like story. Question 27. Recognizing John Donne should lead to which title? Option A, The Love Song of J. Alfred Prufrock. Option B, Waiting for Godot. Option C, Don Juan. Option D, Holy Sonnets. The correct answer is option D, Holy Sonnets. Holy Sonnets fits because it is John Donne's work, a group of metaphysical poems using paradox, argument, and intense spiritual drama. Don Juan is associated with Lord Byron. The Love Song of J. Alfred Prufrock is associated with T.S. Eliot. Waiting for Godot belongs with Samuel Beckett, not this author clue. Question 28. Considering a CLEP style clue, spotting that a 14-line poem divides into an octave and sestet should lead to which term? Option A, Petrarchan sonnet. Option B, villanelle. Option C, Shakespearean sonnet. Option D, ballad. The correct answer is option A, Petrarchan sonnet. Petrarchan sonnet fits because the Petrarchan sonnet usually turns between an 8-line octave and a 6-line sestet. Shakespearean sonnet is wrong because Shakespearean sonnets use 3 quatrains and a closing couplet. Ballad and villanelle describe different features, so they do not fit this clue. Question 29. Reviewing a CLEP style clue, recall which author is known for Gulliver's Travels. Option A, Geoffrey Chaucer. Option B, Percy Bysshe Shelley. Option C, Oscar Wilde. Option D, Jonathan Swift. The correct answer is option D, Jonathan Swift. Jonathan Swift fits because Gulliver's Travels is a prose satire that attacks politics, science, pride, and human folly. Oscar Wilde is linked to the importance of being earnest. Percy Bysshe Shelley is linked to Ode to the West Wind. Geoffrey Chaucer points instead to the Canterbury Tales, so it does not match this clue. Question 30. Testing a CLEP style clue, study cards should connect Samuel Beckett with which work? Option A, Waiting for Godot. Option B, Beowulf. Option C, The Temple. Option D, Volpone. The correct answer is option A, Waiting for Godot. Waiting for Godot fits because it is Samuel Beckett's work, an absurdist drama centered on waiting, repetition, uncertainty, and minimal action. Volpone is associated with Ben Jonson. Beowulf is associated with anonymous Old English poet. The Temple belongs with George Herbert, not this author clue. Question 31. Which work is tied to William Wordsworth? Option A, The Waste Land. Option B, Lyrical Ballads. Option C, Ode to the West Wind. Option D, The Love Song of J. Alfred Prufrock. The correct answer is option B, Lyrical Ballads. Lyrical Ballads fits because it is William Wordsworth's work, a landmark romantic collection favoring ordinary language, nature, feeling, and imagination. The Waste Land is associated with T.S. Eliot. The Love Song of J. Alfred Prufrock is associated with T.S. Eliot. Ode to the West Wind belongs with Percy Bysshe Shelley, not this author clue. Question 32. Tracing a CLEP style clue, can you identify the technique when a poem builds an elaborate, surprising comparison between unlike things? Option A, simile. Option B, rhyme scheme. Option C, kenning. Option D, conceit. The correct answer is option D, conceit. Conceit fits because a conceit is an extended and often intellectually unusual comparison, especially common in metaphysical poetry. Kenning is wrong because kenning is a compact Old English compound metaphor. Simile and rhyme scheme describe different features, so they do not fit this clue. Question 33. Interpreting a CLEP style clue among these choices, which one explains a passage where a passage uses unrhymed iambic pentameter in elevated drama or epic? Option A, heroic couplet. Option B, ottava rima. Option C, blank verse. Option D, free verse. The correct answer is option C, blank verse. Blank verse fits because blank verse is unrhymed iambic pentameter, a form strongly associated with Shakespearean drama and Miltonic epic. Heroic couplet is wrong because heroic couplets rhyme in pairs. Ottava rima and free verse describe different features, so they do not fit this clue. Question 34. Preparing a CLEP style clue, who wrote to his coy mistress? Option A, William Shakespeare. Option B, Mary Shelley. Option C, Andrew Marvell. Option D, Thomas Hardy. The correct answer is option C, Andrew Marvell. Andrew Marvell fits because To His Coy Mistress is a carpe diem metaphysical poem that moves from persuasion to urgency. Mary Shelley is linked to Frankenstein, Thomas Hardy is linked to Tess of the D'Urbervilles. William Shakespeare points instead to Hamlet, so it does not match this clue. Question 35. Studying a CLEP-style clue, when a passage shows the speaker's or author's attitude toward the subject, which term fits? Option A, assonance. Option B, tone. Option C, caesura. Option D, couplet. The correct answer is option B, tone. Tone fits because it means the speaker's or author's attitude toward the subject. Assonance and caesura refer to different literary concepts, not this exact clue. Couplet is also different. Mood is the feeling created in the reader, plot is event sequence, meter is rhythmic pattern. Question 36. If a clue names the temple, which author is expected? Option A, John Bunyan. Option B, William Shakespeare. Option C, George Herbert. Option D, Christopher Marlowe. The correct answer is option C, George Herbert. George Herbert fits because the temple is a collection of devotional metaphysical poems shaped by faith, pattern, and spiritual conflict. Christopher Marlowe is linked to Dr. Faustus, William Shakespeare is linked to Hamlet. John Bunyan points instead to the Pilgrim's Progress, so it does not match this clue. Question 37. Select the term for a work that applies epic style to a trivial subject for comic or satiric effect. Option A, mock epic. Option B, heroic couplet. Option C, conceit. Option D, sonnet. The correct answer is option A, mock epic. Mock epic fits because it means a work that applies epic style to a trivial subject for comic or satiric effect. Conceit and heroic couplet refer to different literary concepts, not this exact clue. Sonnet is also different. Tragedy centers on serious downfall, pastoral idealizes rural life, elegy mourns loss. Question 38. Considering a CLEP-style clue, how is a poem in which a single speaker reveals character while addressing an implied listener usually labeled? Option A, personification. Option B, narrator. Option C, dramatic monologue. Option D, pastoral. The correct answer is option C, dramatic monologue. Dramatic monologue fits because it means a poem in which a single speaker reveals character while addressing an implied listener. Narrator and pastoral refer to different literary concepts, not this exact clue. Personification is also different. Elegy mourns the dead, epic narrates heroic action, ode is a formal lyric of praise or meditation. Question 39. Reviewing a CLEP-style clue during author review, which writer belongs with King Lear? Option A, William Shakespeare. Option B, Daniel Defoe. Option C, John Milton. Option D, George Eliot. The correct answer is option A, William Shakespeare. William Shakespeare fits because King Lear is a tragedy about authority, family betrayal, madness, and suffering. John Milton is linked to Paradise Lost. George Eliot is linked to Middlemarch. Daniel Defoe points instead to Robinson Crusoe, so it does not match this clue. Question 40. Testing a CLEP-style clue, recognizing a narrative in which characters or events carry sustained symbolic or moral meanings points to which term? Option A, simile. Option B, elegy. Option C, allegory. Option D, dramatic irony. The correct answer is option C, allegory. Allegory fits because it means a narrative in which characters or events carry sustained symbolic or moral meanings. Elegy and simile refer to different literary concepts, not this exact clue. Dramatic irony is also different. Metaphor is a shorter implied comparison. Realism imitates ordinary life. Caesura is a pause inside a poetic line. Question 41. Comparing a CLEP-style clue, which term describes the ordered pattern of end rhymes in a poem? Option A, personification. Option B, terza rima. Option C, villanelle. Option D, rhyme scheme. The correct answer is option D, rhyme scheme. Rhyme scheme fits because it means the ordered pattern of end rhymes in a poem. Terza rima and villanelle refer to different literary concepts, not this exact clue. Personification is also different. Meter is rhythm, diction is word choice, imagery is sensory language. Question 42. Tracing a CLEP-style clue, who wrote Don Juan? Option A, Lord Byron. Option B, William Shakespeare. Option C, T.S. Eliot. Option D, Christopher Marlowe. The correct answer is option A, Lord Byron. Lord Byron fits because Don Juan is a witty satirical verse narrative associated with the Byronic voice and social critique. William Shakespeare is linked to Hamlet. T.S. Eliot is linked to The Waste Land. Christopher Marlowe points instead to Dr. Faustus, so it does not match this clue. Question 43. Among these works, which one is by John Bunyan? Option A, North. Option B, The Pilgrim's Progress. Option C, Hard Times. Option D, The Canterbury Tales. The correct answer is option B, The Pilgrim's Progress. The Pilgrim's Progress fits because it is John Bunyan's work, a religious allegory that turns Christian life into a symbolic journey. Hard Times is associated with Charles Dickens, North is associated with Seamus Heaney. The Canterbury Tales belongs with Geoffrey Chaucer, not this author clue. Question 44. If a clue names Omrose, which author is expected? Option A, Lord Byron. Option B, W.B. Yeats. Option C, William Shakespeare. Option D, Derek Walcott. The correct answer is option D, Derek Walcott. Derek Walcott fits because Omrose is a Caribbean epic that reworks classical forms through post-colonial history and island experience. William Shakespeare is linked to Hamlet, Lord Byron is linked to Don Juan. W.B. Yeats points instead to the Second Coming, so it does not match this clue. Question 45. Studying a CLEP-style clue, when a CLEP-style passage shows that a line moves mostly unstressed stressed 5 times, which answer works? Option A, ballad stanza. Option B, free verse. Option C, iambic pentameter. Option D, terza rima. The correct answer is option C, iambic pentameter. Iambic pentameter fits because iambic pentameter is built from 5 iambs, creating the common 10-syllable rhythm used in much English verse and drama. Ballad stanza is wrong because ballad stanza is a narrative quatrain pattern, not a single 5-foot line. Free verse and terza rima describe different features, so they do not fit this clue. Question 46. During terminology review, which term matches literature that idealizes rural life, shepherds, or the countryside? Option A, pastoral. Option B, simile. Option C, free indirect discourse. Option D, stream of consciousness. The correct answer is option A, pastoral. Pastoral fits because it means literature that idealizes rural life, shepherds, or the countryside. Simile and free indirect discourse refer to different literary concepts, not this exact clue. Stream of consciousness is also different. Gothic stresses terror and mystery, realism emphasizes ordinary life, satire ridicules social faults. Question 47. Examining a CLEP-style clue, select a term for a novel tracing a protagonist's growth, education, and moral development. Option A, unreliable narrator. Option B, soliloquy. Option C, alliteration. Option D, Bildungsroman. The correct answer is option D, Bildungsroman. Bildungsroman fits because it means a novel tracing a protagonist's growth, education, and moral development. Alliteration and soliloquy refer to different literary concepts, not this exact clue. Unreliable narrator is also different. Epic is a heroic poem, allegory uses sustained symbolic meaning, satire mocks vice. Question 48. Considering a CLEP-style clue, how is a recurring image, phrase, idea, or situation that helps develop meaning usually labeled? Option A, motif. Option B, Spenserian stanza. Option C, free indirect discourse. Option D, metonymy. The correct answer is option A, motif. Motif fits because it means a recurring image, phrase, idea, or situation that helps develop meaning. Spenserian stanza and metonymy refer to different literary concepts, not this exact clue. Free indirect discourse is also different. Theme is the larger insight, plot is sequence of events, tone is the speaker's attitude. Question 49. Reviewing a CLEP-style clue, recall which author is known for Frankenstein? Option A, Lord Byron. Option B, Geoffrey Chaucer. Option C, Mary Shelley. Option D, Edmund Spenser. The correct answer is option C, Mary Shelley. Mary Shelley fits because Frankenstein is a Gothic and romantic novel about creation, responsibility, isolation, and ambition. Geoffrey Chaucer is linked to the Canterbury Tales, Lord Byron is linked to Don Juan. Edmund Spenser points instead to the Fairy Queen, so it does not match this clue. Question 50. Testing a CLEP-style clue, which work includes Faustus? Option A, King Lear. Option B, Midnight's Children. Option C, Ellie Mort d'Arthur. Option D, Dr. Faustus. The correct answer is option D, Dr. Faustus. Faustus is Marlowe's scholar who trades his soul for power and knowledge. Macbeth concerns regicide and prophecy. Tom Jones is an 18th-century novel. Mrs. Dalloway is modernist fiction. Question 51. Comparing a CLEP-style clue, can Dorothea Brooke help identify which work? Option A, The Golden Notebook. Option B, Ellie Mort d'Arthur. Option C, Middlemarch. Option D, Wuthering Heights. The correct answer is option C, Middlemarch. Dorothea Brooke is a central figure in George Eliot's realist Victorian novel. Elizabeth Bennet is Austen's heroine, Clarissa Dalloway is Wolfe's character, Satan is Milton's epic rebel. Question 52. Tracing a CLEP-style clue among these periods, which one matches empire, decolonization, language, cultural identity, displacement, and historical memory? Option A. Post-colonial/Commonwealth. Option B. Metaphysical poetry. Option C. Anglo-Saxon/Old English. Option D. Restoration. The correct answer is option A. Post-colonial/Commonwealth. Post-colonial/Commonwealth fits because it is commonly linked with empire, decolonization, language, cultural identity, displacement, and historical memory. Restoration is different because Restoration literature is linked with wit, theater, and comedy of manners. Metaphysical poetry and Anglo-Saxon/Old English point to other historical patterns, so they do not match this clue. Question 53. Interpreting a CLEP-style clue, identify the device described as using objects, actions, or images to suggest meanings beyond the literal. Option A. Assonance. Option B. Ode. Option C. Irony. Option D. Symbolism. The correct answer is option D. Symbolism. Symbolism fits because it means using objects, actions, or images to suggest meanings beyond the literal. Irony and ode refer to different literary concepts, not this exact clue. Assonance is also different. Realism depicts ordinary life, meter structures rhythm, soliloquy is a dramatic speech. Question 54. Preparing a CLEP-style clue during period review, which label matches imagination, nature, emotion, the ordinary person, and the value of individual experience? Option A. Neoclassical. Option B. Restoration. Option C. Romantic. Option D. Victorian. The correct answer is option C. Romantic. Romantic fits because it is commonly linked with imagination, nature, emotion, the ordinary person, and the value of individual experience. Neoclassical is different because neoclassical literature values order, satire, and rational polish. Restoration and Victorian point to other historical patterns, so they do not match this clue. Question 55. Studying a CLEP-style clue during terminology review, which term matches the first 8-line unit of a Petrarchan sonnet? Option A. Dramatic monologue. Option B. Octave. Option C. Unreliable narrator. Option D. Tone. The correct answer is option B. Octave. Octave fits because it means the first 8-line unit of a Petrarchan sonnet. Dramatic monologue and tone refer to different literary concepts, not this exact clue. Unreliable narrator is also different. Sestet is 6 lines, quatrain is 4 lines, couplet is 2 lines. Question 56. Recognizing a CLEP-style clue, should North be matched with which writer? Option A. Matthew Arnold. Option B. Sir Thomas Malory. Option C. Alexander Pope. Option D. Seamus Heaney. The correct answer is option D. Seamus Heaney. Seamus Heaney fits because North is a modern poetry collection often linked with history, violence, bog imagery, and memory. Matthew Arnold is linked to Dover Beach, Sir Thomas Malory is linked to Ellie Mort d'Arthur. Alexander Pope points instead to the Rape of the Lock, so it does not match this clue. Question 57. Examining a CLEP-style clue, how is the voice that tells a story usually labeled? Option A. Narrator. Option B. Soliloquy. Option C. Octave. Option D. Elegy. The correct answer is option A. Narrator. Narrator fits because it means the voice that tells a story. Octave and soliloquy refer to different literary concepts, not this exact clue. Elegy is also different. Author is the actual writer, protagonist is a leading character, audience is the reader or viewer. Question 58. Considering a CLEP-style clue, which author is most closely associated with Wuthering Heights? Option A. T.S. Eliot. Option B. Emily Bronte. Option C. Charles Dickens. Option D. George Orwell. The correct answer is option B. Emily Bronte. Emily Bronte fits because Wuthering Heights is a Gothic Victorian novel of passion, revenge, setting, and layered narration. George Orwell is linked to 1984, Charles Dickens is linked to Great Expectations. T.S. Eliot points instead to The Wasteland, so it does not match this clue. Question 59. Reviewing a CLEP-style clue, study cards should connect William Shakespeare with which work? Option A. Ulysses. Option B. A Midsummer Night's Dream. Option C. The Fairy Queen. Option D. Hamlet. The correct answer is option D. Hamlet. Hamlet fits because it is William Shakespeare's work, a revenge tragedy centered on delay, conscience, performance, and corruption. The Faerie Queene is associated with Edmund Spenser, Ulysses is associated with James Joyce. A Midsummer Night's Dream belongs with William Shakespeare, not this author clue. Question 60. Testing a CLEP style clue, which work is tied to Alfred, Lord Tennyson? Option A. In Memoriam AHH. Option B. Tristram Shandy. Option C. Holy Sonnets. Option D. My Last Duchess. The correct answer is option A. In Memoriam AHH. In Memoriam AHH fits because it is Alfred, Lord Tennyson's work, a Victorian elegy that wrestles with grief, faith, science, and doubt. Holy Sonnets is associated with John Donne, My Last Duchess is associated with Robert Browning, Tristram Shandy belongs with Lawrence Sterne, not this author clue. Question 61. Comparing a CLEP-style clue, can you name the literary term for hints that prepare readers for later events? Option A. Iambic pentameter. Option B. Foreshadowing. Option C. Apostrophe. Option D. Personification. The correct answer is option B. Foreshadowing. Foreshadowing fits because it means hints that prepare readers for later events. Personification and iambic pentameter refer to different literary concepts, not this exact clue. Apostrophe is also different, flashback moves into the past, symbolism gives objects larger meaning, irony depends on contrast. Question 62. Tracing a CLEP-style clue, which author is most closely associated with the remains of the day? Option A. Kazuo Ishiguro. Option B. William Shakespeare. Option C. Derek Walcott. Option D. James Joyce. The correct answer is option A. Kazuo Ishiguro. Kazuo Ishiguro fits because The Remains of the Day is a late 20th century novel about memory, restraint, class, and missed emotional truth. James Joyce is linked to Ulysses, William Shakespeare is linked to Hamlet. Derek Walcott points instead to Omrose, so it does not match this clue. Question 63. Interpreting a CLEP-style clue, spotting that one speaker addresses a silent listener and unintentionally exposes his character should lead to which term? Option A. Elegy. Option B. Epic. Option C. Pastoral. Option D. Dramatic monologue. The correct answer is option D. Dramatic monologue. Dramatic monologue fits because a dramatic monologue reveals the speaker through voice, situation, and what the speaker fails to understand about himself. Elegy is wrong because elegy mourns the dead. Pastoral and epic describe different features, so they do not fit this clue. Question 64. Preparing a CLEP-style clue, when a CLEP-style passage shows that a poem follows 3 quatrains and a final rhyming couplet, which answer works? Option A. Epic. Option B. Petrarchan sonnet. Option C. Ode. Option D. Shakespearean sonnet. The correct answer is option D. Shakespearean sonnet. Shakespearean sonnet fits because the Shakespearean sonnet organizes 14 lines into 3 quatrains and a concluding couplet. Petrarchan sonnet is wrong because Petrarchan sonnets divide into octave and sestet. Ode and epic describe different features, so they do not fit this clue. Question 65. Studying a CLEP-style clue during work matching, which title belongs to Andrew Marvell? Option A. To His Coy Mistress. Option B. The Faerie Queene. Option C. Ellie Mort d'Arthur. Option D. The Wasteland. The correct answer is option A. To His Coy Mistress. To His Coy Mistress fits because it is Andrew Marvell's work, a carpe diem metaphysical poem that moves from persuasion to urgency. Ellie Mort d'Arthur is associated with Sir Thomas Malory. The Wasteland is associated with T.S. Eliot. The Faerie Queene belongs with Edmund Spenser, not this author clue. Question 66. Recognizing a CLEP-style clue, recognizing Jonathan Swift should lead to which title? Option A. Gulliver's Travels. Option B. The Pilgrim's Progress. Option C. The Rape of the Lock. Option D. The Second Coming. The correct answer is option A. Gulliver's Travels. Gulliver's Travels fits because it is Jonathan Swift's work, a prose satire that attacks politics, science, pride, and human folly. The Pilgrim's Progress is associated with John Bunyan. The Second Coming is associated with W. B. Yeats. The Rape of the Lock belongs with Alexander Pope, not this author clue. Question 67. Examining a CLEP-style clue, when the rhyme of the Ancient Mariner appears in a literature clue, which writer fits? Option A. Geoffrey Chaucer. Option B. Samuel Taylor Coleridge. Option C. Percy Bysshe Shelley. Option D. William Shakespeare. The correct answer is option B. Samuel Taylor Coleridge. Samuel Taylor Coleridge fits because the rhyme of the Ancient Mariner is a supernatural romantic ballad involving guilt, punishment, and imaginative vision. William Shakespeare is linked to Hamlet. Percy Bysshe Shelley is linked to Ode to the West Wind. Geoffrey Chaucer points instead to the Canterbury Tales, so it does not match this clue. Question 68. Considering a CLEP-style clue, should the Canterbury Tales be matched with which writer? Option A. Geoffrey Chaucer. Option B. John Bunyan. Option C. Jonathan Swift. Option D. George Eliot. The correct answer is option A. Geoffrey Chaucer. Geoffrey Chaucer fits because the Canterbury Tales is a Middle English frame narrative that uses pilgrims to create a state satire. Jonathan Swift is linked to Gulliver's Travels. George Eliot is linked to Middlemarch. John Bunyan points instead to the Pilgrim's Progress, so it does not match this clue. Question 69. Reviewing a CLEP-style clue, recognizing a figure of speech using a part to represent the whole or the whole for a part points to which term? Option A. Apostrophe. Option B. Rhyme scheme. Option C. Narrator. Option D. Synecdoche. The correct answer is option D. Synecdoche. Synecdoche fits because it means a figure of speech using a part to represent the whole or the whole for a part. Apostrophe and rhyme scheme refer to different literary concepts, not this exact clue. Narrator is also different. Metonymy uses association. Simile compares with like or as. Caesura is a pause in verse. Question 70. Testing a CLEP-style clue during period review, which label matches industrial society, social reform, realism, class mobility, faith and doubt, and long novels? Option A. Anglo-Saxon/Old English. Option B. Victorian. Option C. Renaissance. Option D. Romantic. The correct answer is option B. Victorian. Victorian fits because it is commonly linked with industrial society, social reform, realism, class mobility, faith and doubt, and long novels. Romantic is different because romantic literature places greater emphasis on imagination, nature, and individual feeling. Anglo-Saxon/Old English and Renaissance point to other historical patterns, so they do not match this clue. Question 71. Comparing a CLEP-style clue, can a CLEP item about Percy Bysshe Shelley point to which work? Option A. Tom Jones. Option B. A Midsummer Night's Dream. Option C. Paradise Lost. Option D. Ode to the West Wind. The correct answer is option D. Ode to the West Wind. Ode to the West Wind fits because it is Percy Bysshe Shelley's work, a romantic ode that treats nature as destructive, creative, and revolutionary power. Paradise Lost is associated with John Milton. A Midsummer Night's Dream is associated with William Shakespeare. Tom Jones belongs with Henry Fielding, not this author clue. Question 72. Tracing a CLEP-style clue, should lyrical ballads be matched with which writer? Option A. William Shakespeare. Option B. William Wordsworth. Option C. Andrew Marvell. Option D. After-Ben. The correct answer is option B. William Wordsworth. William Wordsworth fits because Lyrical Ballads is a landmark romantic collection favoring ordinary language, nature, feeling, and imagination. After-Ben is linked to Orinoco. William Shakespeare is linked to Hamlet. Andrew Marvell points instead to his coy mistress, so it does not match this clue. Question 73. Interpreting a CLEP-style clue, choose the work most closely linked with William Shakespeare. Option A. A Midsummer Night's Dream. Option B. The Love Song of J. Alfred Prufrock. Option C. 1984. Option D. Beowulf. The correct answer is option A. A Midsummer Night's Dream. A Midsummer Night's Dream fits because it is William Shakespeare's work, a comedy that mixes lovers, fairies, mistaken identities, and theatrical play. 1984 is associated with George Orwell. The Love Song of J. Alfred Prufrock is associated with T.S. Eliot. Beowulf belongs with anonymous Old English poet, not this author clue. Question 74. Preparing a CLEP-style clue, when a passage shows the six-line unit that often follows the octave in a Petrarchan sonnet, which term fits? Option A. Sestet. Option B. Stream of consciousness. Option C. Irony. Option D. Alliteration. The correct answer is option A. Sestet. Sestet fits because it means the six-line unit that often follows the octave in a Petrarchan sonnet. Irony and alliteration refer to different literary concepts, not this exact clue. Stream of consciousness is also different. Octave is 8 lines, couplet is 2 lines, refrain is repeated language. Question 75. When Sonnets from the Portuguese appears in a literature clue, which writer fits? Option A. Henry Fielding. Option B. W. B. Yeats. Option C. Elizabeth Barrett Browning. Option D. Charles Dickens. The correct answer is option C. Elizabeth Barrett Browning. Elizabeth Barrett Browning fits because Sonnets from the Portuguese is a Victorian sonnet sequence exploring love, voice, and devotion. Henry Fielding is linked to Tom Jones, Charles Dickens is linked to Great Expectations. W.B. Yeats points instead to the Second Coming, so it does not match this clue. Question 76. Recognizing a CLEP-style clue, select the term for the repetition of initial consonant sounds in nearby words. Option A. Kenning. Option B. Enjambment. Option C. Alliteration. Option D. Epic. The correct answer is option C. Alliteration. Alliteration fits because it means the repetition of initial consonant sounds in nearby words. Enjambment and epic refer to different literary concepts, not this exact clue. Kenning is also different, assonance repeats vowel sounds, metaphor makes an implied comparison, satire mocks vice or folly. Question 77. Examining a CLEP-style clue, how would a clue about Thomas Hardy most likely be answered? Option A. The importance of being earnest. Option B. Tess of the D'Urbervilles. Option C. King Lear. Option D. Middlemarch. The correct answer is option B. Tess of the D'Urbervilles. Tess of the D'Urbervilles fits because it is Thomas Hardy's work, a late Victorian tragic novel involving social judgment, fate, sexuality, and rural change. King Lear is associated with William Shakespeare, the importance of being earnest is associated with Oscar Wilde. Middlemarch belongs with George Eliot, not this author clue. Question 78. Considering a CLEP-style clue during period review, which label matches humanism, courtly culture, sonnets, revenge tragedy, and flourishing drama? Option A. Anglo-Saxon/Old English. Option B. Modernism. Option C. Renaissance. Option D. Neoclassical. The correct answer is option C. Renaissance. Renaissance fits because it is commonly linked with humanism, courtly culture, sonnets, revenge tragedy, and flourishing drama. Anglo-Saxon/Old English is different because Old English literature is known for heroic epic and alliterative verse. Neoclassical and modernism point to other historical patterns, so they do not match this clue. Question 79. Reviewing a CLEP-style clue, recognizing Vladimir and Estragon points to which work? Option A. The Temple. Option B. Midnight's Children. Option C. Waiting for Godot. Option D. Ode on a Grecian Urn. The correct answer is option C. Waiting for Godot. Vladimir and Estragon wait through Beckett's absurdist drama. Hamlet and Horatio belong to Shakespeare, Jane and Rochester belong to Bronte, Gulliver and the Houyhnhnms belong to Swift. Question 80. Testing a CLEP-style clue, which term describes a contrast between expectation and reality or between literal and intended meaning? Option A. Blank verse. Option B. Irony. Option C. Foreshadowing. Option D. Comedy of manners. The correct answer is option B. Irony. Irony fits because it means a contrast between expectation and reality or between literal and intended meaning. Comedy of manners and blank verse refer to different literary concepts, not this exact clue. Foreshadowing is also different. Imagery appeals to the senses, meter organizes rhythm, symbolism uses objects to suggest larger meanings. Question 81. Comparing a CLEP-style clue, can a CLEP item about Salman Rushdie point to which work? Option A. Waiting for Godot. Option B. Midnight's Children. Option C. Preface to Shakespeare. Option D. My Last Duchess. The correct answer is option B. Midnight's Children. Midnight's Children fits because it is Salman Rushdie's work, a post-colonial novel using magical realism to connect personal and national history. My Last Duchess is associated with Robert Browning, Preface to Shakespeare is associated with Samuel Johnson. Waiting for Godot belongs with Samuel Beckett, not this author clue. Question 82. Tracing a CLEP-style clue, which work includes Iago? Option A. Sonnets. Option B. Othello. Option C. Robinson Crusoe. Option D. Don Juan. The correct answer is option B. Othello. Iago is the manipulator whose deception drives Othello's jealousy. Satan belongs to Paradise Lost, Prospero belongs to The Tempest, Pip belongs to Great Expectations. Question 83. Interpreting a CLEP-style clue, when J. Alfred Prufrock appears in a CLEP-style item, which work fits? Option A. The Pilgrim's Progress. Option B. Hamlet. Option C. A Midsummer Night's Dream. Option D. The Love Song of J. Alfred Prufrock. The correct answer is option D. The Love Song of J. Alfred Prufrock. Prufrock is Eliot's self-conscious speaker associated with modern alienation and paralysis. Beowulf is an epic hero, Gulliver is Swift's traveler, Othello is Shakespeare's tragic general. Question 84. Preparing a CLEP style clue during terminology review, which term matches a 14-line lyric poem usually written in iambic pentameter? Option A, couplet. Option B, satire. Option C, sonnet. Option D, Bildungsroman. The correct answer is option C, sonnet. Sonnet fits because it means a 14-line lyric poem usually written in iambic pentameter. Bildungsroman and couplet refer to different literary concepts, not this exact clue. Satire is also different. Ballad is a song-like narrative, epic is long and heroic, essay is nonfiction prose. Question 85. Studying a CLEP-style clue on a CLEP study card, which writer belongs with songs of innocence and experience? Option A, Mary Shelley. Option B, William Blake. Option C, Alfred, Lord Tennyson. Option D, Thomas Hardy. The correct answer is option B, William Blake. William Blake fits because Songs of Innocence and Experience is visionary poems contrasting innocence, experience, social oppression and spiritual perception. Alfred, Lord Tennyson is linked to In Memoriam AHH, Thomas Hardy is linked to Tess of the D'Urbervilles. Mary Shelley points instead to Frankenstein, so it does not match this clue. Question 86. Recognizing a CLEP-style clue, how would a clue about Virginia Woolf most likely be answered? Option A, Mrs. Dalloway. Option B, Wuthering Heights. Option C, Middlemarch. Option D, Jane Eyre. The correct answer is option A, Mrs. Dalloway. Mrs. Dalloway fits because it is Virginia Woolf's work, a modernist novel using stream of consciousness, memory, and a single-day structure. Jane Eyre is associated with Charlotte Bronte, Middlemarch is associated with George Eliot. Wuthering Heights belongs with Emily Bronte, not this author clue. Question 87. Examining a CLEP-style clue if a poem uses unrhymed iambic pentameter, which device is present? Option A, assonance. Option B, rhyme scheme. Option C, blank verse. Option D, motif. The correct answer is option C, blank verse. Blank verse fits because it means unrhymed iambic pentameter. Rhyme scheme and assonance refer to different literary concepts, not this exact clue. Motif is also different. Free verse has no regular meter. Heroic couplets rhyme in pairs. Ballads usually use narrative stanzas. Question 88. Considering a CLEP-style clue, recognizing writing that mocks vice, folly, or corruption to criticize it points to which term? Option A, unreliable narrator. Option B, satire. Option C, stream of consciousness. Option D, comedy of manners. The correct answer is option B, satire. Satire fits because it means writing that mocks vice, folly, or corruption to criticize it. Stream of consciousness and comedy of manners refer to different literary concepts, not this exact clue. Unreliable narrator is also different. Elegy mourns loss, romance emphasizes adventure or idealized love, lyric expresses personal feeling. Question 89. Reviewing a CLEP-style clue, which term describes a 19-line poem with repeated lines and 2 repeating rhymes? Option A, villanelle. Option B, octave. Option C, iambic pentameter. Option D, free indirect discourse. The correct answer is option A, villanelle. Villanelle fits because it means a 19-line poem with repeated lines and 2 repeating rhymes. Octave and free indirect discourse refer to different literary concepts, not this exact clue. Iambic pentameter is also different. Sonnet has 14 lines, ode is a formal lyric, epic is a long heroic narrative. Question 90. Testing a CLEP-style clue, spotting that a strong pause interrupts the middle of a poetic line should lead to which term? Option A, assonance. Option B, enjambment. Option C, caesura. Option D, octave. The correct answer is option C, caesura. Caesura fits because caesura names a pause within a line, often marked by punctuation or a natural break in speech. Enjambment is wrong because enjambment carries syntax across a line break. Octave and assonance describe different features, so they do not fit this clue. Question 91. Comparing a CLEP-style clue, when a CLEP-style passage shows that a novel stresses haunted spaces, secrecy, terror, and psychological darkness, which answer works? Option A, pastoral. Option B, neoclassical satire. Option C, Gothic. Option D, domestic realism. The correct answer is option C, Gothic. Gothic fits because Gothic fiction uses fear, mystery, confinement, and dark settings to explore emotional or moral anxiety. Pastoral is wrong because pastoral idealizes rural simplicity. Neoclassical satire and domestic realism describe different features, so they do not fit this clue. Question 92. Tracing a CLEP style clue if a passage context shows witty comedy of manners, political satire, and a renewed theatre after 1660, which period is likely? Option A, Restoration. Option B, Romantic. Option C, Anglo-Saxon/Old English. Option D, Postmodern. The correct answer is option A, Restoration. Restoration fits because it is commonly linked with witty comedy of manners, political satire, and a renewed theatre after 1660. Anglo-Saxon/Old English is different because that period centers on heroic epic and alliterative verse. Romantic and postmodern point to other historical patterns, so they do not match this clue. Question 93. When D.H. Lawrence appears in review, which title fits? Option A, Mrs. Dalloway. Option B, Sons and Lovers. Option C, Don Juan. Option D, Tristram Shandy. The correct answer is option B, Sons and Lovers. Sons and Lovers fits because it is D.H. Lawrence's work, a modern novel of psychological realism, family bonds, sexuality, and class tension. Mrs. Dalloway is associated with Virginia Woolf, Tristram Shandy is associated with Lawrence Sterne. Don Juan belongs with Lord Byron, not this author clue. Question 94. During terminology review, which term matches substitution of a related or associated word for the thing meant? Option A, tone. Option B, mock epic. Option C, motif. Option D, metonymy. The correct answer is option D, metonymy. Metonymy fits because it means substitution of a related or associated word for the thing meant. Motif and mock epic refer to different literary concepts, not this exact clue. Tone is also different. Synecdoche uses a part for the whole, metaphor compares unlike things, alliteration repeats initial sounds. Question 95. Studying a CLEP style clue among these titles, which one contains Belinda and the Stolen Lock of Hair? Option A, The Rape of the Lock. Option B, Sons and Lovers. Option C, Frankenstein. Option D, The Fairy Queen. The correct answer is option A, The Rape of the Lock. Belinda is the fashionable figure at the center of Pope's mock heroic satire. Tess belongs to Hardy, Jane Eyre belongs to Bronte, Grendel belongs to Beowulf. Question 96. Recognizing a CLEP style clue, can Volpone help identify which author? Option A, Ben Jonson. Option B, Edmund Spenser. Option C, W.B. Yeats. Option D, William Shakespeare. The correct answer is option A, Ben Jonson. Ben Jonson fits because Volpone is a Jacobean satirical comedy exposing greed, deception, and moral corruption. W.B. Yeats is linked to the Second Coming, Edmund Spenser is linked to the Fairy Queen. William Shakespeare points instead to Hamlet, so it does not match this clue. Question 97. Examining a CLEP style clue if a clue names Jane Eyre and Rochester, which title is expected? Option A, Robinson Crusoe. Option B, Hard Times. Option C, Jane Eyre. Option D, Hamlet. The correct answer is option C, Jane Eyre. Jane and Rochester are central to Charlotte Bronte's Gothic Bildungsroman. Catherine and Heathcliff belong to Wuthering Heights, Elizabeth and Darcy belong to Pride and Prejudice, Vladimir and Estragon belong to Waiting for Godot. Question 98. Considering a CLEP style clue, identify the writer normally connected with A Midsummer Night's Dream. Option A, William Shakespeare. Option B, Derek Walcott. Option C, James Joyce. Option D, Kazuo Ishiguro. The correct answer is option A, William Shakespeare. William Shakespeare fits because A Midsummer Night's Dream is a comedy that mixes lovers, fairies, mistaken identities, and theatrical play. Kazuo Ishiguro is linked to The Remains of the Day, James Joyce is linked to Ulysses. Derek Walcott points instead to Omrose, so it does not match this clue. Question 99. Reviewing a CLEP style clue, which work is tied to Derek Walcott? Option A, Omrose. Option B, The Importance of Being Earnest. Option C, The Love Song of J. Alfred Prufrock. Option D, Don Juan. The correct answer is option A, Omrose. Omrose fits because it is Derek Walcott's work, a Caribbean epic that reworks classical forms through post-colonial history and island experience. The Love Song of J. Alfred Prufrock is associated with T.S. Eliot, Don Juan is associated with Lord Byron. The Importance of Being Earnest belongs with Oscar Wilde, not this author clue. Question 100. Testing a CLEP style clue, can you name the literary term for a situation in which the audience knows more than a character does? Option A, terza rima. Option B, allusion. Option C, dramatic irony. Option D, villanelle. The correct answer is option C, dramatic irony. Dramatic irony fits because it means a situation in which the audience knows more than a character does. Villanelle and allusion refer to different literary concepts, not this exact clue. Terza rima is also different. Verbal irony says one thing and means another. Soliloquy is a stage speech. Parody imitates style for comic effect.